A 5-step guide for young Muslims to succeed in 2024. Assalamu alaikum guys, my name is Jabir, or more colloquially known as Jay Still Working. I know a lot of you are setting goals right now for 2024, and one of my goals is to inspire and motivate you guys through Islam, through Deen, through working out. So inshallah you can benefit from this video and watch till the end, because the last step is a huge reminder to me first and foremost, and all of you guys. So let's get right into the video. The first step to succeeding in 2024 is centering your day around Salah. I know it sounds obvious and everyone probably preaches it to you to center your day around Salah, but how many of us really and truly do that? Me personally, when I started centering my day around Salah, everything changed. Before that, I was mostly centering my day around when I was eating, when I was sleeping, and I just felt tired all the time. I felt unproductive, and as soon as I switched to centering my day around Salah, waking up for tahajjud, I felt myself have a new lease of life. I'll give you an example of how my day is planned out. I'll wake up for tahajjud around 30 minutes before Fajr, so I'll read tahajjud and Fajr together. After Fajr, I will have my breakfast, and then I will engage in deep work for around 2 to 3 hours. Now, deep work will be different for everyone, but me as a student, I use this time to revise. I may also use this time as a content creator to edit videos, script new ideas and things like that, but this will be personal to you. And if you're a student like me, you may use this time to revise. After I've done my deep work, I may chill for a bit, or I might go straight into lunch. I'll have my lunch, pray Zuhr, and depending on the time of year, I will either go to the gym and then read Asr, or if you're watching this in winter, which it is right now, I will eat after Zuhr, then I'll wait for Asr, read Asr, then head to the gym and come back in time for Maghrib. After I read Maghrib, I'll shower, I'll do some more work, or I might chill depending on the day, and then I will read Isha and then have my dinner and then wind down until it's time to sleep. And this is just an example of how you can structure your day around Salah. Step number 2 to succeed as a young Muslim in 2024, and that is to set systems rather than goals. What I mean by that is, a lot of the brothers that are watching this video may have already set goals for the end of 2024. For example, you might have told yourself that you are going to read 10 books by the end of 2024. You may have told yourself you will get 140 kg squat, for example, by the end of 2024. And I am not against setting goals when the year comes by. But what I'm trying to say is setting goals without a system will ultimately lead to disappointment. It's okay to have a goal because it gives you direction, it gives you purpose, and I'm all for that. But if you fail to set up a system that will get you to that goal, you may find yourself getting further from the starting point than closer to the goal. So how can you set a system as a young Muslim? This is really specific on your goal, but for the sake of my channel and what I specialize in, I'll be talking about working out. Get 100 kg squat. And how will you do that? You won't just miraculously by the end of the year, without putting in the work, get 100 kg squat. But if you program it right, for example, squat twice a week, use some progressive overload, you will find that over time you will get stronger and stronger. And this idea of setting systems rather than goals is something I've been learning in the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. One of my goals has been to read 10 pages a day in 2024, which combines into point 3 is to set tangible goals using the SMART method. The SMART method is broken down into 5 letters: SMART. For example, if you tell yourself, I will squat 100 kg by 2024, yes, it is specific and yes, it is measurable to some degree, but is it achievable without setting a system? I would say no. In order to set a system, this will be down to preference, but there are a lot of guides across YouTube, and I will be coming out with a few guides myself on how you can structure your programs and structure a basic training plan. I do get a lot of brothers messaging me about how to improve their squat, how to improve their pull-up or get started with calisthenics, and I tell all the brothers that I'm not the best person to ask. As much as I can be that guy and sell you a program and make a little bit of money, it's not right. As a Muslim, we must conduct business with honesty, and being honest, I am not qualified enough to give you guys information beyond my understanding. Yes, I can give you basic tips and basic guidance, and I have been doing on my Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, I do respond to my messages. I may not always see it, I will get around to it. trust me. But yeah, setting up a system is very, very important, and of course this will be specific to what you are trying to achieve. But in general, setting a smart target is a very, very useful way and something I've used throughout the years to achieve all my goals. An example of a non-smart target is I want to squat 180 kg versus I want to squat 160 kg within 2 months, and then within the next 6 months be able to squat 180 kg by squatting 3 times a week. This is more of a smart target because you've been specific, you've measured it and broken it down. Is it achievable? This is up to you. Is it relevant? Of course, this will be specific to you again, but for someone like me who is in street lifting right now, the squat is very relevant to me, trust me. And if you haven't seen this video of me squatting 160 kilos and my face almost exploding, please go and watch it, trust me. And lastly, time bound. I think this is one of the most important things when setting a smart target. The way I like to program workouts, for example, is either with 8-week programs or 12-week programs. And I'll set very, very minuscule goals. For example, before my competition, 12 weeks before the competition, my squat was 140 kg. And by the end of the competition, my squat was 160 kg. So within 12 weeks, I went up 20 kg in my squat. And that is a smart target that I have achieved and used systems and put systems in place to achieve that target. And step number 4 for you as a young Muslim to succeed in 2024, keep a journal. Trust me, keep a journal. Every single person, every single young person that messages me asking for guidance about how they can improve in the gym, this is one of the best pieces of advice I give to anyone, and this is how I launched my channel as well. For the past 7 years, I've been keeping a video journal of me working out, my progress, my physique progress, my lifting progress. This is single-handedly one of the best things I've ever done for my career and for myself. And no, you don't have to post your videos online. You can just keep the journal for yourself as a reflection to look over. In the last year, since I've come back to the gym with full force, I've made significant improvements, and being able to tangibly look back. For example, I'll put up a physique progress picture here of me at the start of the year and the end of the year. You can see at the start I was about 80 kg, and by the end I was 72 kg for competition. And both these physiques were ideal for me at the time. At 80 kg, I felt strong. I felt great with dumbbells, great with barbells. I felt great in the gym overall. I was big, I was broad, but it wasn't great for calisthenics. I was slow, I didn't feel great with the bar, and I know overall my body composition had to change. So I set a system in place, and by the end of the year I was 72.2 kg for my competition, but you can see I was a lot leaner. That this picture is only possible because of me keeping a journal. In fact, I'll put another picture up here of my weight progress within the last 3 months of me dieting down for competition. So what should this journal include? Like I've said, it could include videos. Ultimately, it is down to you. For example, if your goal is to pray 5 times a day, you may want to create a Salah tracker or use an online one, whatever works best for you, in order to track when you are praying your prayer, if you're praying on time, for example. Or let's say you want to read 5 pages of the Quran a day. It's very, very simple. You don't have to make it complicated and fancy. You can literally every day just in the morning set out a little checklist and put on your checklist, I want to read 5 pages of Quran, and once you've read that 5 pages of Quran, then you can tick it off. It's as simple as that. It doesn't have to be complicated. I know people sell very, very Allah Mubarak beautiful Islamic journals and all these things, and I haven't personally tested them. If you want to test it, go ahead, but for the sake of simplicity, start with it yourself and go from there. And the last step, the step I told you that is a reminder to me first and foremost before you guys, and that is don't set goals at the cost of your deen. I know it sounds cliche, but sometimes we set goals so far beyond our imagination that sometimes we get so caught up in it, we may forget Allah at times, or we might become distant from our Salah, or we might pray our Salah a little bit later because, okay, let me spend 30 more minutes in the gym instead of reading my Maghrib on time. My personality is quite addictive, and when I set a goal, I am tunnel vision on that goal, and nothing will stop me until I achieve that goal. But if it comes at the cost of my deen, it is too expensive, and this is a mistake I've made in the past, and I've put systems in place to make sure that doesn't happen again. Sometimes it may not even be obvious that your deen is slipping because of your goals. One thing I always did when I was young that I wish I could take back is comparing myself to others. This is a reminder to everyone watching this video that it's you versus you, and comparing yourself to others will only breed jealousy and even ungratefulness. There is a verse in Surah Luqman which goes, "And verily We gave Luqman the wisdom that be grateful to Allah, and whoever is grateful, then only he is grateful for himself, and whoever is ungrateful, then indeed Allah is free of need, praiseworthy. Subhanallah. What we can take away from that is really what our teachers have been telling us since the dawn of time. Comparison is the thief of joy. You know, we must remember that we are Muslims first and foremost, and as much as it is great to set goals, great to set targets, if it comes at the cost of your deen, it is way too expensive. And that is a 5-step guide for young Muslims to succeed in 2024. I hope that this video was of immense benefit to you, and I ask that you can take the next 5 seconds to subscribe to my channel, because I will be coming out with more. But yeah, that's it for this video. I know the brothers watching that have been watching my channel for a long time, this is a different type of video, but inshallah you can support me in this journey of inspiring and motivating brothers across the world and just pushing you to be a better Muslim. With that being said, subscribe to the channel. We will be hitting 1,000 subscribers soon, inshallah. I didn't achieve it in 2023, but 2024 we have much bigger, much better targets to achieve, and I know I will get there with the help of you brothers. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Take care.